Okay, go ask Michaela.
Let's have fun.
No. Go ask Michaela. And please do what Daddy says, okay? You want to break your daddy's heart?
Oh, but I didn't find it.
Okay, well, you didn't try. Just try.
I did.
Let's try what Daddy's saying. Go ask Michaela, where are your boots, okay? It's in your closet at the bottom, right there where your shoes are, okay?
I looked.
Well, go ask Michaela to help, okay? The snow's not going anywhere.
I looked everywhere.
Baby, will you please? Please do it for...
The internet didn't just wake up shocked, it woke up clutching its pearls, sliding off the bed, dropping its phone, and screaming into the void because T decided today was the day to verbally light 50 Cent up like a malfunctioning 4th of July firework. Out of nowhere, with zero warning, zero filter, and absolutely zero desire for peace. T unleashed a rant so chaotic, so disrespectfully confident, so nuclear-level bold that even people who weren't involved in hip-hop suddenly had opinions. Social media erupted instantly. Timelines didn't refresh, they detonated. Because T didn't just throw shade. He threw a whole eclipse. He said 50 wasn't even a top rapper, wasn't even close to Ja Rule, and definitely not in the same tax bracket of greatness as Jay-Z. The internet gasped so hard it lost oxygen. Comment sections collapsed under the weight of shock. Keyboards caught on fire, and reaction channels began streaming emergency broadcasts like the rap community had entered DEFCON 1. People who normally mind their business suddenly became historians of hip-hop beef, typing dissertations with tears in their eyes. Fans ran to Twitter like they were late to work, desperately choosing sides before their mutuals judged them. Some screamed T said WH80 we've all been thinking, while others yelled he must have lost his entire mind. Meanwhile, 50 Cent's supporters sharpened their trolling skills like samurai preparing for war. It wasn't just messy, it was apocalyptic entertainment delivered on a silver platter. Every rap fan, every gossip page, every bored auntie on Facebook grabbed popcorn and sat front row. But the real chaos, the part that made the internet grip the walls, the reason people started refreshing like their lives depended on it. The explosion truly began minutes after T's clip leaked, because the internet didn't just react, it malfunctioned. Feeds froze, comments duplicated, TikTok went into buffering trauma, and Instagram refreshed itself like it was trying to flee the drama. People watched the clip once, then twice, then 15 more times, zooming in like FBI agents analyzing a confession. Every breath T took, every smirk, every head tilt became a clue. What was the tone? Was he being petty? Serious? Trolling? Or was this a man who woke up and chose cultural violence for breakfast? Nobody knew, which only made the curiosity stronger, and because the internet has the self-control of a toddler in a candy aisle, it wasn't long before conspiracy theories started flying. Some claimed the rant was recorded weeks ago and leaked intentionally to ignite a feud. Others insisted T was responding to some behind-the-scenes slight we weren't supposed to know about. A few dramatic souls suggested he was preparing for a rap Avengers Assemble moment where the old guard returned to reclaim the throne. Everyone was projecting their fantasies onto a 30-second clip, building entire cinematic universes out of vibes and assumptions. The chaos was beautiful. Bloggers sprinted like track stars to be the first to break the story. They posted blurry screenshots, half-transcribed quotes, exaggerated headlines, and sensational captions like they were auditioning for a soap opera. One page wrote, T declares hip-hop war, while another insisted, 50 Cent publicly discredited rap world shaken. Meanwhile, T hadn't even said another word. He probably hadn't even seen the clip go viral yet. The internet was moving faster than the people involved. That's how you know the drama is premium quality. Then came the remixes. The edits were ruthless. Someone added dramatic orchestra music to T's rant, making it sound like the opening scene of a villain origin story. Another slowed the clip down for dramatic effect, giving his words a Shakespearean weight they absolutely did not have. And of course, TikTok creators immediately made reaction videos ranging from comedic reenactments to exaggerated recreations using stuffed animals, wigs, and ring lights. You couldn't scroll through posts without seeing someone pretending to be T, slamming a table while yelling into a fake mic, But leaks travel faster than logic, faster than facts, faster than the common sense people abandon the moment a celebrity raises their voice. It wasn't long before someone released an extended version of the rant. This longer clip didn't calm anything down, it poured gasoline on a bonfire that was already screaming. Now there was context. Not good context. Not clarifying context. The kind of context that made things worse. T sounded more irritated, more animated, more determined to stand 10 toes down in whatever point he was making. Viewers instantly declared, "Oh yeah, he meant every word." Meanwhile, 50 Cent's name trended globally for an entire hour before he even acknowledged the situation. Fans sat there refreshing his page like they were waiting for exam results. People left thousands of comments under his selfies asking, "Where are you at? Say something. And don't fold." The pressure was insane. Everyone knows 50 Cent responds to drama like it's cardio, quick, aggressive, and extremely committed, so the anticipation was suffocating. The internet waited like spectators outside a boxing ring, counting the seconds before the heavyweight entered. But before 50 even spoke, other rappers chimed in, adding their unsolicited 2 cents like seasoning thrown aggressively into a pot no one asked them to stir. One rapper tweeted a cryptic emoji, which fans translated into 90 different interpretations. Another laughed on IG Live, instantly sparking rumors he was taking sides. Even rappers completely uninvolved in the storyline began posting motivational quotes, which fans assumed were subliminal shots. The paranoia was incredible. Everyone was connected to the drama whether they liked it or not. Fanbases split like a fault line cracking open under pressure. T's supporters praised him for speaking the truth, claiming he was brave enough to say what the industry whispered behind closed doors. Meanwhile, 50's fan army clapped back with memes, edits, reaction clips, and video compilations of his accomplishments as if preparing a digital arsenal to prove superiority. The war wasn't physical, but it was absolutely emotional. People fought in comment sections with more passion than they used in real-life relationships. Then someone brought Ja Rule's name into the conversation and the internet combusted again. The moment he compared 50 to Ja Rule, the timeline suddenly remembered beefs from decades ago. Old clips resurfaced, interviews resurfaced, diss tracks resurfaced. Suddenly new fans were reliving drama they were too young to experience firsthand. People who had no business participating jumped in claiming to be hip-hop historians because they once watched a 2010 YouTube documentary about rap rivalries. The nostalgia collided with modern chaos, creating a cultural superstorm. Jay-Z's name entering the conversation added a brand new level of intensity. Fans of the megastar began defending his legacy even though he wasn't involved at all. They argued he existed on a different tier, talked about lyrical hierarchy, and dragged unrelated artists into dissertations nobody asked for. Jay-Z fans treat his legacy like a sacred temple, and T just casually threw his name into a fire pit. Everyone panicked. Everyone debated. Everyone spiraled into unnecessary intellectualism, and still 50 stayed silent. That silence made the drama louder. People began predicting what his response would be. Would he post a meme? A screenshot? A selfie with a petty caption? A 4,000 video laughing? A diss track? The longer he stayed quiet, the more the internet convinced itself something big was coming. The suspense was maddening. Content creators recorded entire 20-minute videos analyzing his silence like monks interpreting ancient scripture. Finally, a new leak surfaced that threw everything off balance. A behind-the-scenes clip from the interview T did begin circulating, one where he was pacing back and forth, shaking his head, muttering something under his breath before the cameras started rolling. Fans zoomed in, lip-read, slowed the video, enhanced the audio, and still had no idea what he said. But that didn't stop them from making assumptions. Some claimed he was rehearsing his rant. Others believed he was angry about an unrelated issue. A few insisted he was preparing mentally for the truth bomb of the year. The build-up became so massive that industry insiders started posting cryptic messages like, "Today's going to be interesting," and hip-hop needed the spark. These vague comments threw gasoline onto an already raging wildfire. Suddenly the narrative wasn't just about T and 50, it was about the entire culture. About hierarchy, about respect, about legacy. The internet turned the rant into a philosophical debate, a generational conflict, a cultural referendum. People were now arguing about what top rapper even means. Is it sales? Influence? Bars? Longevity? Impact? No one agreed, but everyone fought like their Wi-Fi depended on it. Then, just when the internet thought it had reached maximum chaos, it happened. A mysterious social media account, one known for leaks, posted a teaser. When that mysterious teaser 50's response loading hit the timeline, the internet didn't just react. It ascended into full spiritual chaos. People clutched their phones like defibrillators. Memes started spawning in real time. Twitter turned into a digital WWE arena, with fans screaming, commentators narrating, and spectators waiting for the bell to ring. Even people who swore they didn't care were suddenly elbow-deep in threads, trying to get front-row seats to whatever carnage was coming. The anticipation was louder than the actual beef. The world hit pause, waiting for impact. Creators immediately began posting countdown videos titled 50's Response Inbound, even though nobody had a clue when or if it was actually coming. Reaction channels positioned their cameras, adjusted their lighting, and sat there staring at their screens like on-call surgeons waiting for a trauma case. TikTok lives filled up with thousands of people watching absolutely nothing except someone saying, "He's gonna post any second now." The delusion was collective. The excitement was intoxicating. And the internet proved once again it loves chaos more than oxygen. Then things escalated even further when a fan page posted a blurry screenshot claiming it was 50 typing a caption. It showed nothing but 3 dots, yet people treated it like breaking news from the Pentagon. "He's typing," they screamed, even though it could have been edited in Microsoft Paint. The timeline erupted like Zeus flipping a table. Thousands camped on his page, refreshing every 3 seconds. Some even screen recorded themselves refreshing, documenting the moment history might happen. The digital hysteria reached Marvel finale level intensity. But while everyone waited for the clapback, other celebrities stepped into the ring like unexpected side characters, adding gasoline to the plot. One rapper posted a laughing emoji, harmless in normal context, but today, that emoji was treated like a declaration of war. Fans instantly argued he was siding with T, while others swore he was mocking the entire situation. Another artist went live and said, "Y'all doing too much," which obviously made people do more. Anything anyone posted was suddenly connected to the beef, even if they were just talking about their breakfast. Meanwhile, comedians sensed opportunity and went absolutely feral. They created skits showing T standing on a podium preaching about rap hierarchy while 50 lurked in the shadows, sharpening memes like weapons. Others reenacted the beef as if it were a Zeus reunion fight, wigs flying, chairs thrown, security yelling, "Hold me back." The internet devoured the comedy like popcorn. Everyone kept refreshing for updates while laughing through tears. The storyline had officially reached reality show written by caffeine addicts status. Then a rumor dropped claiming Ja Rule had allegedly reacted privately, and social media combusted instantly. People said he was unbothered, laughing, lying down, eating chips, and petty enough to enjoy every second. No actual evidence was provided, but evidence is a luxury the internet rarely requires. Fans responded like this was a long-awaited sequel to a franchise that never truly ended. Old fans screamed, "This is his comeback arc," while newer fans Googled, "Why do 50 and Ja Rule hate each other?" It was generational chaos. Jay-Z trends began forming naturally because whenever rap hierarchy is discussed, his name floats to the top like a legendary boss in a video game. People started pulling out charts, stats, lyrical breakdowns, historical timelines, academic essays. Zodiac analyzes anything to prove their personal opinion. Some compared the beef to ancient wars. Others acted like they were defending national treasure. And in every corner of the internet, people yelled, "Jay-Z is above this," while still dragging him into every third argument. But the wildest twist came when a random fan posted a fake AI-generated screenshot showing 50 writing a paragraph-long clapback. The screenshot was so obviously fake: misspellings, wrong username, Wrong font, yet it still went viral because people were hungry for content like zombies craving brains. The screenshot spread faster than corrections. Comment sections were flooded with anger, pride, fear, excitement, confusion, the full emotional buffet. By the time people realized it wasn't real, the damage was done. The tension was sky high. Then finally a notification hit. 50 had posted a meme. No paragraph, no diss track, no voice note. Just a petty meme of someone looking confused with the caption, "Who said that?" The internet screamed. The meltdown was immediate. Reaction channels jumped out of their chairs. Twitter caught on fire. People said 50 had ended T, without even mentioning him, while others yelled he's dodging smoke. But the meme wasn't the end. It was only the beginning. Because minutes later, 50 posted another meme, this time of someone ducking under a limbo stick with the caption, "Trying to figure out where I fit below Ya Rule." The audacity, the pettiness, the comedic timing. The internet went feral. Fans called it weak. 50 fans called it iconic. Neutral fans just grabbed popcorn and screamed, "This is better than cable." But then things took a crazier turn when a journalist posted that T was preparing a full response of his own. Whether it was true or not didn't matter, the rumor alone sent shockwaves across the culture. People speculated he'd jump on IG Live. Others said he'd drop a freestyle. A few said he'd host a press conference with charts and graphs explaining rapper rankings. Nobody knew what was coming, but everyone prepared emotionally like they were boarding a roller coaster without seatbelts. Alliances began forming like superhero teams. Older fans took T's side, claiming he speaks truth. Younger fans sided with 50, saying he runs the internet. Some fans declared both were irrelevant. Others said both were icons. The debates became so scattered and contradictory that even the algorithm got confused, sending people videos from random unrelated rappers just to keep them calm. Then came the Zeus-style twist. Sources began whispering that another major artist was about to weigh in, someone whose opinion could shift the entire storyline. Fans speculated wildly. Names flew everywhere. Comment sections became investigation labs. Everyone wanted to know who would be the next domino to fall in this increasingly messy saga. The voicemail leak changed everything. Suddenly, this wasn't just internet comedy anymore, it was a full-blown cultural crisis unfolding in real time. The tone shifted instantly. The jokes slowed down. The memes softened. The comment sections filled with a strange, electric silence. Everyone realized this wasn't playful shade or light-hearted sparring. This was personal, intentional, and fueled by something deeper than fans ever imagined. It felt like the beginning of a storm nobody could predict. And everyone sensed the next wave would hit harder than anything before. As the clip spread, people began dissecting it like detectives studying grainy surveillance footage. Who recorded it? Who leaked it? Why now? Theories went flying faster than the truth ever could. Some insisted it came from someone in T's circle who wanted to prove loyalty. Others believed the opposite, a calculated leak meant to escalate tension and trap him deeper into the spotlight. A few said it was nothing more than an old clip repurposed for hype. But regardless of origin, one message was clear: he wasn't walking back a single word. And that confidence ignited a new spark across the culture that nobody could ignore. The fallout hit social media with nuclear force. Commentators began posting long threads explaining what this meant for the rap hierarchy, the industry politics, the unspoken rules about calling out veterans, and the long history of competitive ego clashes in hip-hop. Everyone suddenly became an expert in rap diplomacy, analyzing moves like chess strategies. Some argued T was reviving the spirit of old-school rap clashes. Others insisted he was poking a hornet's nest for no reason. But all agreed on one thing: the energy had shifted from petty to historic. The saga had weight now. Celebrities who had stayed silent at first began choosing sides without explicitly choosing sides. One singer posted a cryptic quote about truth hurting more than lies, and people immediately dragged her into the storyline. A producer tweeted about respect being earned, not inherited, and suddenly his mentions exploded, with fans arguing he was referencing the feud. Even comedians grew cautious, clearly sensing the tone was no longer lightweight. The circus energy was fading. Something more serious, more consequential was taking its place. Meanwhile, fans noticed something strange happening across streaming platforms. Old interviews resurfaced in recommendation feeds. Classic records from all three artists suddenly spiked in listens. People began reviewing discographies, comparing eras, debating impact with a level of seriousness usually reserved for political debates. TikTok edits turned nostalgic, highlighting iconic verses, legendary performances, forgotten achievements. Instead of laughing, viewers started reflecting on the legacy each artist had carved out over time. The conversation had officially matured, even if unwillingly, but the emotional undercurrent grew stronger when a video emerged of T walking through an airport, quiet, composed, headphones on, ignoring paparazzi questions about the feud. The footage unexpectedly softened public perception. Some fans interpreted his confidence as calm certainty. Others saw exhaustion, someone tired of repeating himself. The ambiguity only fueled more speculation. People realized that behind the entertainment, behind the headlines and jokes, were real human beings enduring real pressure in real time. The internet doesn't usually pause to acknowledge that, but today it did, just for a moment. Then came the countershock. A journalist released an article suggesting the feud could damage long-standing industry relationships. They claimed behind-the-scenes conversations were already happening, that major collaborators were watching closely, that the wrong sequence of moves could alter business alliances forever.